What is up? Happy Tuesday? Sure. A little Tuesday live, hang out for a little bit. Put some stuff away, chill in the knife room with me. What's everyone up to today? Still getting my voice back from Blade Show. It was a great time. But it wears its, puts a little toll on the old vocal. The old vocal cords, the old box. I had some hot tea. And so that's helping out a bit. What's up, Dale, Miranda, Clint? Everything arrive okay there, dude? Excuse me. I apologize for my hoarse voice. Thomas Connolly of the Magnus Lutz varietisness. Let me get it out and serve it up proper. Pow. Or we could double up. Pow, pow. How you like me now? Tuesday live stream, right? Actually, I'll still do some Mondays here for a bit, but I think it's in end of April. The Monday league starts up, so that'll be busy on Monday, so I'll end up switching over to just Tuesday, no Monday live. Unless I go live from the park, which is certainly possible. Got it today. Already did a video. Show it to me. Magnus, let's go. Oh, I gotta turn on my chat filter. All messages. There's Grateful Dong. All chat, thanks. Double Magnus Lutz. Ho ho snap. Anybody know the responsibility of this box I got in the mail? Somebody's responsible. I wasn't quite sure, so I did peek. And as soon as I peeked, I was like, oh, close this back up. We'll open this live. Anybody know who's responsible for such a package that I have received in said mail? Anyone? Dong says no idea. What do you do? Where are you from? What's up? I actually do laser marking professionally. This is something that I have laser marked right here. The white mark on a blue aluminum handle. This is the OCT from NAFS. But I also love knives, as you can see. Got quite a collection. I love reviewing them and talking about them, getting ideas about what ones are cool that are out there. All I have is a Giltic style utility knife made by Cobalt using a patented design. Sick. Cicero. Sultry longhorn scratch the back of your throat in Texas. Now me. Men's bathrooms in a truck stop at 4 a.m. Am I right, folks? I was talking a lot. Talked to Steven over at Gecko Customs. This is the Pictus. The Pictus XL will be here soon. Shweta from India. How's it going? Good to see you. Do you like knives at all over there? We're moderately addicted to them over here, or at least I am. I also talked to the guys over at Sparrow Strix right here. Sparrow Strix over at Sparrow. Blah, 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 blah. And checked out some of his custom stuff. Told him there was something. I pulled a little joke. I said, people keep telling me there's something wrong with my Strix. And I handed it to him. And he goes like this with his right hand. And he's like, huh. Oh, and he's like, and he got the joke because it's a lefty. He's like, yeah, there is something wrong with this. It's a lefty. It's just fun to watch the righties have the struggle that a lefty has on many knives. I talked to Nick over at Numb Knives. This is the Numb Knives Cornerstone. You watch my live stream from day one. I think it's day one. Or was it day two? I sat with Nick. No, it was day two. And he showed off all of his new prototypes with this pinch lock. Very cool design. What's up, Kathleen? How's it going? Zachary Roberts. Dude, the new stuff that Nick had like 6 or 7 prototypes for new designs. And let me tell you, they pretty much were all sweet. I look tall. I'm 6'3". So kind of. Welcome to the live. I do normal lives. Sometimes Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night for sure. Sometimes Friday. And Saturday morning coffee. That first laser ghost was a lefty, huh? Grateful. I showed my custom CJRB feldspar to the guys over at Artisan Cutlery CJRB. They are proud of their design on the new top liner lock feldspar. And I handed this over to Russell and he was like, oh, very nice. Because I did the shipwreck, so this was a nice plain copper. I did the shipwreck style to it, and then I did the the stone wash on the blade to give it that kind of apocalyptic shipwreck style. Dude, tons of bangers gonna be every knife that guy's been coming out with. My abnormal lives are on OnlyFeet. Size 13. Stupid. So I'm loving this. This is a keeper, one of my customs, but I'll never, I don't want to get rid of that. I mean, someone would have to make some type of offer and really, really want it in their lives, and then I could make another one. But I'm super happy with that, how it came out. Got my Civivi Guile. I saw the Avalon, the ProTech Avalon is another design by Peacemaker. Good one from ProTech. You all know I did the fade dye on this. That nice white to blue Iceman fade. These are just knives that I brought to the show. The old Orlock. Definitely one of my favorites. 1931 leatherwork design concept Orlock. Get one of these. Get one. Did a little trade to Grateful Dawn for this one, the Petrified Fish Scholar. This one's sick. Just another cool design. Emptying out my bags here. Still haven't had a chance from the show. Tri-State Tri-Stash V2 in full piss with the custom laser mark mustache on there. And the last one in here is my Lefty Devo Stout V2. Vanex titanium bolster. Excellent stuff. All right. Just trying to get myself organized and back into the reality of being at home, not going to Blade Show. I did carry my Burning Stables Forge Motley all weekend. What's up, Fred? Did I get another Devo? No, I've had the Stout. This is the Stout V2. They had a good sale at TPK on these Lefty Stout V2. Burning Stables Forge. I don't know much about blades. I seem like I don't know much about blades, I guess. Apparently. This one is a knife. It's got a sharp end. Jimps on that side. This one's AEBL. Nice compound grind. We have a micarta handle with micarta pins. Very well done by Clayton over at Burning Stables Forge. There you have it. Front flipper spike from KB. It's for cutting. Gerard, they're all for cutting. Oh, you saw the Neves video where he interviewed Donnie? We'll have to go check that out. Everyone knows Laser Ghost Knives, Donnie. I went down to the show with him. Real great guy. His knives are amazing. And he did get a little interview with Neves, or Neves interviewed him showing off his knives. So everyone go check that out. Super cool. Yeah, the spike, isn't this great? Very neat, nice looking fit and finish on there. I love bolster locks. They're great. Just a fun knife, front flipper. It's sick, dude. The KB knives I picked up are wild. I was carrying the other one today. This one here. Oh, I looked up what it's called too, and now I can't remember off the top of my head. KB slip joint M390 micro mill titanium. Nice half stop. Fantastic. Show me the mask. Show him the mask. Still on my bag from the trip. Unpacking. There it is. Usually it's up there. Earlier today I ordered the new release American Blade Works Model 3. Very cool. I handled one. I was going to get one for Grateful Dong, but they didn't have any left. They all got swiped up. Everything over at ABW gets picked up fast. What's up, Rachel? How you doing today? The numbers he was saying they were going through at ABW are wild. Absolutely crazy, dudes. They're printing it. They're making knives and they can't make them fast enough. They just sell them. But they're really nice. I got my ABW Slippy. Kevin Smith and Knives made me a sheath. So this was actually the first sheath that Kevin ever made. And it is mine. And it holds my ABW slip joint very, very well. MagnaCut hollow grind. Look at that grind on there. It is ridiculous. Gorgeous. Awesome half stop. Hurricanes. VG10, M390, K390, Boker or Spyderco. My favorite would be M390 of that. Between Boker and Spyderco, Boker's got some cool stuff. I'd probably say Spyderco. But I don't really have a lot of Spydercos. What's up, David? Good to see you. ABW slip joint with the diamond texture. I've been getting into them slip joints, and then having the slip for it is cool too. Wait a minute. We're going the wrong way. I've already started to form it. You can see down at the bottom, it's got a nice formed dent. Fits. He made it just tight enough so I could wedge it in there and it fits really good. Oh, fun. Slip joints, Rachel. A small little slippy like this. The peanut, the Rosecraft peanut with the stag. What's cool about these is they've got this virtual invisibility. Did I hear you say something about a Smock 2? Yes, that is correct. They are making a Smock V2. I'm not really sure where the info is for that. They have changed up the handle shape a little bit. This is a Smock V1, so there's a little more character and some grooves and some lines. I think they're going to work on the finger choil a little bit, and there's a few other little details. I don't know much about it yet, but we did look at that. So it is out there. If you do a little research, you might be able to find out some more info. Zach's Slippy is on the way. What Slippy you got? So another slip that I've got with the clip on it is the Magnus Lutz UK PK. The UK legal Spyderco. Fantastic knife right there. And this is the Salt series. So we got MagnaCut, we got FRN scales, and then all of the hardware is treated. So it's basically, this is virtually a salt-proof knife. Throw this in your light swim trunks when you're out running around in the ocean. Technically not a Spider Coast Smock V2. It's similar yet different knife designed by Smock. But it is, isn't it a Smock V2 though? Isn't that what it's, I appreciate any info.
Voltron subscribed to the channel.
Voltron has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. We have a lot of fun here, especially if you like knives and sharp, pointy things. Be it a crazy fixed blade, like this new Kooby I got at Blade Show. If you need something to go in and all the way through, this is probably it. I got this wild, silly one also from Kooby. The old backwards, you go try to flip it and you're like, wait a minute. Why doesn't this work? Oh, because you have to turn it upside down. Wow, and then I failed. And it's a rip up. Just bought a Smith & Wesson M&P Extreme Ops Karambit. Right on, new gen. What do you think of this one? This is the Kooby reverse. I can't remember what it's called right now. But the sharp edge is on that side. So generally a karambit would fold in this way into this part of the handle. But this one is backwards. So it's inverted. But if you need to get that ripping pull, it does have the Emerson Wave style opening nubs. This is a weird one. What's up, Donnie in the house? Did I get some good rest last night? I mean, I got rest. I slept like 6 hours. Isn't that curvature on this just wacky? It's wild. It's got a lot of stuff going on. If you need to get in there and do some vertical rip gutting, what's in this guy's freezer? Kooby Vagrant. Still going with the Koobies. Would I ever use that and carry it, or is it an oddity? It's an oddity, Kathleen. Kooby gave that to me for free. I would not have purchased said knife. That's not really my style. Nothing against anyone who does like that. But yeah, I wouldn't have purchased that. But I bought some other things from KB Kooby, and they gave me a really good deal, and they throw in some freebies to do some reviews on the channel. And I appreciate it. So yeah, Kathleen, definitely not my style. This is my style right here. Kooby Vagrant. This just works. Just thumbs out real easy. Flicks out, no problem. G10 and 14C28N on the blade. Clip can be swapped to the other side, so I've already done that as a lefty. Thumbs out just every time. Flicks out. Simple, no nonsense kind of a user knife. I think these are around 70. Burkle's Cerakote in the house, making some new designs. He showed me one. Looked really good. Laser goes, oh, Fred sent the link to Donnie. Excellent. Well, I'll go watch that later today. The Rippin' and the Tearin'. Yeah, that's definitely a Rippin' Tearin' beast. I did not get a dick pic. For those of you, don't let your brain go the wrong way. It's called the dick pic. I did not pick one up, but I did post the video today. Everyone can go check out my most recent video over at Wingard Wearables. He's got some real cool stuff. Boom. Really loving this Kooby. It just works, and it feels really nice in the hand. I would say, if anything, maybe make the finger twill just a little bit bigger. Don't be shy. You can tell them about the pics. What's up, B. Dixon? Pick it up every day. Just won't polish. All right. Got another Kooby. Can't remember the name of these. Losing my mind. I didn't know what the names of any of them really were at the time either. Another M390 titanium. Really fun shape. Oh, this one's the Barracuda. Front flipper. Snappy, fun, kind of a slim, interesting shape profile. This one is a KB or a Kooby. So Kooby and KB are kind of like family companies. KB is generally their premium stuff, and then Kooby is more their budget friendly. But at the same time, this one is a Kooby, but it's an M390 titanium $220 Kooby. I got a Strix knockoff. No, I actually have a Strix. This is the Sparrow Strix Lefty version. These went up for sale pre-order in June, and then we ended up getting them in February. I got the micro mill titanium Lefty version. I saw him over the weekend at Blade Show. Real nice guy, making some really cool stuff. Fantastic knife. This is definitely one of my favorites. I'm a lefty, so picked up a lefty, and some of my full lefty knives are definitely some of my favorites. All I saw was a snake wearing a turtle. My recent Wingard wearable video was awesome. Well, thanks to Thomas. He's the one who got me over there. I would have probably made it over there, but he was like during the live said, I'll go over there, and pointed me in good directions. Very appreciative. When you're at a Blade Show, it's a chaos. And so to help and have someone help kind of just give you like, oh, go here, check this out. It really, really helps it flow better. Nice knife, Brian. The Barracuda is a fun one from Kooby as well. The other... yeah, I showed that one, the slip joint. The premium Kooby or KB slip joint. I love this. This is super cool. Got a clip on it. Cicero, we have fun here. Right? Kind of a little bit lighter pull, which a lot of people probably appreciate sometimes when you got a real stiff pull on there, like on this Barlow from Rosecraft. This one you got to get in there, give it a little bit more, but it's nice and tight, feels good, great blade, awesome looking, unique stag. What did I miss? KB Zephyr, the titanium Zerktai inlay. That is a nice knife. Congratulations, Zachary. Very cool. Stag Barlow from Rosecraft. Super, super fun knife right there as well. Got another one from Kooby. This one was from their grab bag. This is like a $70 14C 28N Tonto with jade. I'm going to do a custom on this and use it for a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. We got flipper tab in the back. Flicking hole for the thumb. Works great both ways. Clip can be swapped. What should we do to this? Fade dye on the scales and then maybe a stone wash on the blade. Kooby had a box full of $20. It was a grab bag full of a bunch of these boxes that weren't labeled. And so you just dig around in there, pull one out, and that's the one you get for 20 bucks. We did it twice. I got a $70 knife and an $80 knife for 40 bucks. So it was a good deal. Kooby was definitely hooking it up. So I got two of these. This is the one from the grab bag, and this is the one they just gave me for free when I bought some other stuff. I can't remember the name of this one either. Two different styles. This one is OS 10A, and it has a flipper tab. And this one is 14C, and it has a top flipper. They both have a fuller, so you can get in here like this and flick it out. But the red one is a little bit higher. You know, OS 10A, 14C. Other than that, same design with a slightly different deploying styles. Favorite knife I got from the show right here. Monterey Bay Knives, Honey Badger, S90V, titanium, and then a really cool laser mark. Mine has a little teeny bump right there because I swapped the clip to the other side, but that's fine. The close is really nice on it. Just has a nice snappy close. What's up, Paul? I was a little behind in the chat there and it wasn't moving. How would I rate the walk and talk of the Spyderco UKPK? It's interesting. It's a little different because it's kind of a light pull, but because it has this secondary, because what happens on most slip joints, when you open it, when you go like this, you can kind of see how you can kind of push the blade just a little bit, which is it doesn't mean it's a bad knife. It's just that's kind of the way slip joints are. It locks in and you get up here and you can just kind of give it just a little bit of a push, right? But the UKPK, they've done something different with the style, so you can't push that. It doesn't go, I'm trying to push it now. So it'll break and then basically go all the way to there and then there. So it's kind of a bop bop. It doesn't really seem to have it's like less walky, doesn't have a lot of talky. It's satisfying because it's like boom, 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 boom. But it's a pretty easy pull. The reality is when it's open and I push on that with my thumb and it doesn't move, it feels really tight and secure, which makes that's a better feeling over the walk and talk of it, is how it is when it's open and you're using it. Feels great. The MBK is fantastic, Paul. I mean, it's just there I failed. The sound is really nice. It's very, very easy to manipulate, yet it still has a nice detent on it. Boom. Pulls it in good. Really liking the Wasp. Need to add that to my collection. I haven't even showed it yet today. I got kazooed by Rob at the show. Edwards. Here's that Wasp. This is the Concept Wasp. Yeah, North Valley. It's got a slightly different mechanism, which helps it lock in, which is really cool. Mr. G, the Caveman. What brand of knives would you recommend to someone? If you're just starting off, I would go look at Concept, KB Kooby, Kaiser, CJRB, Migaron. Definitely right now, Concept Kooby, really making some great budget-friendly knives. I was just showing like this Kooby right here. Awesome, budget-friendly, fantastic, yet fancy kind of user. Sometimes you can also get yourself like a Migron, just a classic look, just a simple, no-nonsense knife, which will work great. But if you want something with a little bit different style, maybe you don't like the flipper tab as much, something like this. This is a great knife. Thumbs out, easy, flicks open, nice, fun to use, budget-friendly. But they also have premium versions, so if you want to upgrade. Concept's making some wild stuff. Right here, this is the Wasp 154 CM, little chunk. Super cool button lock. Notice how the UKPK lock face is split. Oh, yeah, we were looking at that. We did notice that. We were kind of figuring out how that works. Tenable is Concept's budget-friendly. This is the Tenable Link. Very budget-friendly knife. 14C on this as well with G10 and some pocket string. Costs extra. Thumb studs work good. Flicks out really nice. Drop shut front flipper. Tenable Link. What's up, J1 Doobie? Can you use your laser graving skills to fix the small spot on the Monterey Bay? No. Pretty much impossible. He might be able to because he's already dialed that in and you can use the exact same setting and maybe go back. But it's such a small little area. Actually looks worse on camera. really not bad. And I'm used to it. I have tons of knives where you buy it, you take the clip off, you put it the other side, and it's already got a dent on that side. It's just the way it is. And I'm not mad about it. I still love that knife. I'm going to use this knife. So I'm going to use this knife, and what's going to happen is it's going to get scratched up. It's going to get beat on a little bit. So, you know, it's fine. But the reality is, look at that mark, that design is gorgeous. Very well done. It just looks fantastic. That's just what that is that's like a freckle or something, you know. The dragon they took the scales off of to make it, he had a little blemish, you know. It'll be fine. Plus, there's just nothing you can do about it. Threw your back out, Zachary. I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm glad to try to help. Hate Nate. Is that your first post? I didn't see any others. Hate Nate. I love you. Hate Nate, you know anything about this box I got in the mail? There's Trish. What's up, Trish? It was really nice to see Trish at the show. She's even more fun in person. Aww. Rachel doesn't like the wasp, ladies and gentlemen. Rachel doesn't like the wasp. I got socially assaulted? Or someone else? Just starting, buy a Benchmade, then return it. What's up, Hate Nate, though? Good to see you, bud. That's triple Magnus Lutz. Ho. 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 We have full Magnus Lutz action, ladies and gentlemen, and all form the head. Dun, 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 dun. Long live the Magnus Lutz. May they reign supreme. J1 Doobie, I don't care for the wasp either. I don't care if you like it or not, because guess what? Kenman approves. This knife is dumb. It's ridiculous. It's not, no. And that's why it's yes. And that's why it's yes. Do I not have all chat on? Who am I missing? I have all chat on. I saw Hate Nate. I saw Grateful Dawn. Who am I not seeing? It's ruined. Send it for disposal. It's a third nipple. I guess I'm behind on chat is what it is. I told you it grows back fast. It'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. ABW Slip and Frag is on the way. Earth to Dan. What am I missing? I don't understand. You guys let me know what it is I missed, because I'm on all chat and I was a little behind. I'll bring it up here as well. Hate Nate knows about the box. I gotta be fully truthful. I saw it. I wasn't thinking. I cut and I was like, and I closed it back up because I wanted to open it here. Chat test at 318. It's actually 518. Major chat lag. How much lag is that? The chat's not lagging. I was behind on the chat, probably. Because I was going through reading it and I scrolled back. Chat test at 618. Eastern time is the only time that matters, says Paul. Florida's gross. Evening, everyone. What's up, Nathan? The peanut butter solution. All right, well, let's do it. Hate Nate apparently understands about this box a little bit. Paul is correct. But I'm not in that time zone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special unboxing. I'm assuming this that Hate Nate has something to do with this. Why is this knife box so big, right? Yeah. It would be fun if there was a knife in here, you know what I mean? Because if there was, it would be like this. Oh yeah, baby, let's go. One of these days I'm gonna make one of these bad boys. Fred's in Florida till tomorrow night. How you doing today, Nathan? All right. Man, I still have that bag and stuff everywhere. I haven't even shown you all the knives I picked up from the show, which I did show last night. Kodiak Edge is making a knife right now. So instead of buying a big-ass Rough Rider this year, I bought a small-ass Rough Rider. Well, last time in Atlanta, they don't even bring the big ones. And so in Atlanta, they gave me this. So this was my Rough Rider from Atlanta. And then this year, yeah, I mean, they had a few things, but nothing I was really excited about. And so I got this, the prickly pineapple. I would have gotten a ridiculous, like, sword or hatchet or something, but they just didn't have anything that was... They just didn't have a lot of them this year. Like last year, they had like 5 or 6 different Bowies. They didn't have any of those this year. Small ass equals rough ride. These are also fun because they're so small. We're going to be able to do lots of this stuff with it. All right, here we are. Box has a boom. First thing in the box. You're a magic man. I like the Angry Hornet one because in my heart it's a Shitty McBee. Ha! Right? Right? Penman stole my nose like 6 months ago. Still have it. So, Hate Nate's been talking to me about the old Snuggie and how I don't have one. But I do now, apparently. Give it back. So we're going to go ahead and assume Hate Nate decided to Snuggie me. You know what's nice about it is this one kind of reeks like Jason, like Friday the 13th. Like if he was going to wear a Snuggie, it would be flannel. I've never actually used one of these, so is it a coat? Okay. It's like a poncho, right? Like how in the hell? Oh my God. It's like, this is like, all right, wait a minute. It has sleeves. I feel like what in the hell is this all about? Or is it supposed to go the other way? Am I supposed to do it? I think I'm supposed to do it this way, huh? Problem solving in real time. Is this how you're supposed to wear it? I don't understand. Because then it's like, right up my... Or am I supposed to... No, there are pockets there. So it's almost like there's pockets like this. Saturday morning coffee attire. This is like watching Cole disassemble a knife. But see, then it's like, what, you just wear nothing? I just wear nothing underneath? Is that how this is supposed to work? Hold on. I'm going to be sweating in about 1 minute here. We got to make this whole... Whoa. I can't even do stuff with the sleeves. It's like I'm under a blanket. A cozy Snuggie. I'm supposed to snuggle on the couch with myself and this blanket. It's for when you're sitting down. Like that. Well, Gerard, it's entertaining to me. If you have a bunch of members and subscribers, some folks, and you're on the live all the time, you'd probably be, it's more of like, you'd be more in on the joke. But Hate Nate's been talking to me about a Snuggie for a while, and I'm like, I don't have a Snuggie. Why would I need this? And so I was sent a Snuggie by one of the viewers. And if you send me some weird stuff, then I'm going to open it and show it off on the live in front of everybody. So here's a Snuggie. It's the Hate Nate Snuggie. Magnus Lutz. Oh. The vertical means scrollers get this with no context, right? Isn't that fun? You're going through and you're like, okay, what in the hell is happening? If I was using a shake weight... So this isn't the only thing in the box. This is not the only thing in the box. There is one other item in the box. Check this out. You know I love plants. I have lots of plants. Magnus Lutz. Ho! Dude. Who remembers the old school Chia Pets? This was a thing back in the day. Hold on a second here. We're going to... I turned off my sound. When did I turn off the sound? Sorry. Chia. So yes, easy to do, fun to grow. The plant paste will grow the hair. I'm gonna have to do the paint job, is what I was saying. Is we're gonna have to paint it up and weather it a little bit more. I turned it off when I moved the box. Yep, that's my bad. My bad. Sorry, we're back. So thank you to the Magnus Lutz. Magnus Lutz, ho. Or if it was just Hate Nate, or whoever you are, let me know. The sound's back now, right? Should be able to hear the sound now. The sound's back now, right? Yeah. Jason with the fro is top notch. And do you think if we get it to grow, we could like cut it or fade it or make some sideburns or something? That's going to end up That's going to end up on the shelf. It's always from all of us. All right, everybody. The Magnus Lutz have struck again. We've got the Jason Chia Pet and the Jason Snuggie. I think that's going to work great. We're going to have some fun with that. Every Friday the 13th, I'll make sure to do a Jason inspired Snuggie photo setup. Sweet Voltron. What's up, Metal Relic Art? I can't wait until that patchy Chia Fro is on full display, right, dude? Gonna be great. Wow. We're getting a little bit of a walkie talk walk out on my pivot. There we go. Better. Ooh, maybe too tight. Metal Relic Art says Sweet Voltron. For those that don't know, this is as legit as it gets. They are making a new Voltron movie, Henry Cavill. This is the original OG Voltron, metal Voltron from back in the day. How do I take these off again? I don't remember. Push something. Take off a leg. Right? We want to see Jason with a fro, so take care of him. Dude, that's going to be the Magnus sluttiest fro you've ever seen. I promise. What's up, Henry? Do you have a yellow bone Jack Wolf Gateway? I do not. I have the abalone Jack Wolf Gateway. So I do have the knife. I don't have the bone one. But I think they did a really good job on the abalone. So I'm not upset about it. Really nice budget-friendly knife there. All right, we'll turn it back into a leg and put this Voltron back together. You can take these all apart. You got all 5 lines, all metal. Are there any gaps in the back spring? Here it is closed. And here it is open. Focus. Mine looks pretty good. That sucks though. You know, Ben's pretty good about stuff. If you contact him and say that you got an issue with it, he may have you send it in, but then if he thinks it's not fixable, he'd probably send you a new one. The sword in that last short, yeah, that one was cool. I got the information for it somewhere. Talking to that guy, that was at the arcane party after day 1. Pretty good. If you give Nate and me a wrench, oh, is that real? I mean, I don't even know why I didn't do that a long time ago. Sorry, give me a moment here. I don't really have too many moderators. No offense to any other channels or whatever. Sometimes channels just make everybody a moderator, which, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't really matter. We get a little bit here and there. But if I make them moderators and that means that they'll actually always be in the chat, then that is what they call trick. That's genius moves. Wayne, they might be transition lines. Yeah, if it works and it feels good. Yeah, Ben says you might be able to see transition, but it shouldn't have gaps. And as I said, if there's any issue, you could send it in to him, and he'll fix it or send you a new one. Say something, Nate. Whoa. Look at the shields. Look at those shields, those fresh blue shields. I better do Thomas too, since I got to do all three Magnus Lutz. And if everyone's like, oh, I'm going to do it to me too, me too. Well, I got to sometimes do something special for those Magnus Lutz, because they're going above and beyond special for the channel. What other Blade Show Texas 26 booths did you go back and make videos with after the live streams beside Wing Wearables? Well, you're going to have to wait and find out, aren't you? Aren't you? I don't remember. Just too sweet. That worked. I would have made you guys. I don't even think about the moderator situation rarely. I just kind of just go and whatever. But yeah, in this case, I should have made all the Magnus Lutz moderators like right. They're extra special. So I just went full. Amen. Word up, huh? So I went to several places and it's kind of a blur, so I don't have a great easy answer. What I can tell you is some of them I spent, like at Wingards, he had the spiel, he was good, he spent some time. And so if I was at a spot and they spent more than 4 or 5 minutes talking and interacting, then I will make that an individual video like the Wingards wearables. I have several spots that I went to that were only like maybe 1.5, 2 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to take several of those and can kind of combine those together into like a couple montage videos. I have the power! All three Magnus Lutz. Full swords up for the Magnus Lutz. Dan, link for that abalone slip joint. I don't really have links, or I don't really have any discount links either, but it would just be Jack Wolf. So go to Jack Wolf Knives and look for the gateway. Can I point out what transition lines are? I'm wondering what he means by that. Anyone? Yeah, I don't know what he would mean by transition lines. I guess there's a transition line from spring to blade right there that would be straight, but that's generally going to be tight and smooth. Maybe the lines between, you can see between the bolsters, there's just a little bit of a space at that top section. But I'm not really sure. Or maybe that, like the transition from like the bolster to the scale or something. I really don't know. Trish, did you vid Kenman playing with the huge folders at the arcane? It was on mine. I know I have 1 or 2 on mine, Fred, so those are going to get posted soon. Is this one Sanmai? No, I think, what are the gateways? 14C, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, gateway is a 14C. I was laughing so hard. Dude, I wish we would have recorded right away on that first one. We were at the arcane party opening these cool knives. And what's up, Dom? How you doing, bud? And it was like this ridiculous folder. Like, I have one. I have this one here. Boom. The Luzon, the cold steel. Just a ridiculous monster beast of a knife. So it's kind of like this, except for it was a custom. So it's wider and just huge, and it's like someone hands it to you, and you're like, oh, what is this? And just I was like a kid in a candy store, just having a blast. So yeah, we'll get links if anybody else got any, and we'll post them up. But I've got a couple, so I'll get those. I got to go through and find all my shorts, the ones I made vertically to make shorts with, so that I can separate those from the clips that I made for my montages. What do we got here? Oh.
Thank you for giving us a shield, Dan. Now we can defend the kingdom of Kenman, Dan. With all this new power, I don't know what to do first. Use my power for good? Ha. Yeah, right. Kidding.
Thank you, Hate Nate, for the 10 and the inspiring words. It's funny. I give him the power. He doesn't know what to do first. And it's I mean, that's probably the cleanest, family-friendly super chat that he's ever left. So he gets the power, and then he cleans it up. Not that, Hate Nate, you keep doing you. I appreciate them all. I'm just noticing this one seems to be the cleanest of them. So I give him the shield, and he turns into a sweetheart. He's already a full sweetheart. The Arcane party was fun, dude. And Kevin Smith and Arcane gave away 4 or 5 knives like that were nice. And Kevin was one of the winners. Kevin won a custom 1 of 4 Arcane. It's got to be worth $400 or $500. Like, they were giving away nice stuff. Trish just sent me a video. I can't watch it right now or share it with you because she sent it. It's on my phone. But I will have that for next time. Fred says, be well. It was great to see you again, Fred. Such a good time. Looking forward to Atlanta already. No doubt. Favorite night from the show? Monterey Bay, Honey Badger, Custom Laser Mark. Right? That's how Paul does it. Yeah, Kevin won another knife. Like, how cool is that? Wow, how did I change my lighting so weird? Did you guys notice that? You did. It was really fun hanging out with Kevin Smith and Knives as well. Yeah, no Fuggins. He had none of them in there. Still great. Hate Nate, I will never tell Hate Nate how to do his amazing chats because they are amazing. It was for you to add to your stuff. It was for the first one. Watch Fred's legs. Okay, I will, Trish. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Do I have any QSP slip joints? You know what? I was looking at them and I did not get one. I don't think I do. I have some QSPs, but I don't. I know some folks that do have a QSP slip joint, and they are nice. They do like them. I was going to get one, and I ended up not. And it was just because I was getting too many good things, and then you start running out of money. I got this one, this QSP Hawk, last year. I know it's not a slip joint, but really fun knife. What's the little brown knife in the back with the 2 brass ends? Ooh, my God. Where? Wayne? On the table here? Easy open QSP seems like it'd be right up my alley. Yeah. Little cigar-shaped slip joint looking thing on the table or where? I apologize. I got knives everywhere, so it's hard for me to know exactly which one you mean. On this right here. So on this dresser, little cigar-shaped slip joint looking thing. Can you even see that? Wait, next to the buck 110 up here? I'm sorry. This one? Probably this one.
Okay, Dan, you want a vulgar display of power, eh? Well, just remember this, Dan. Most regular people would say, it's hard. But any streetwise son of a bitch knows, don't fuck with this. Got that?
You're not supposed to actually write it in there. We're trying to be moderately PG-13. I need a moderator in here. Dom, I was going to say that too. How can you tell what's on his table? He's got good eyes. My eyes would not be able to see that very well. Hey, Nate, thank you very much for the other 10 and that you stepped it up a little bit there. But you never actually really type out the full word and on display. We're it's gonna be like a PG-13 movie. I poked the bear a little. Why the short is expanding when you send it? What? I didn't catch that, Trish. What would be the minimum amount of money you would recommend someone to take to Blade Show? I mean, Donnie didn't really buy anything. A couple $100, but you're going to spend it. That's the problem is you can find one nice knife that's $200. You can find 5 or 6 nice knives that'll end up costing you $200. But I mean, you can also buy an $800 knife. So it's pretty, it gets wild fast. Please show the knife. I got it. We're on it. We're on it, Wayne. Just trying to make sure I can stay caught up with chat at the same time. Give me 1 second. And plus, when I've got my big top Magnus Lutz donating, you got to give them extra care. I didn't think it would let me. I won't do that. I want to do that again. Oh, you silly kids. Okay, we're caught up. This is a buck canoe. The buck canoe is a 2-blade, old school. The canoe knife, it's a canoe because of it's the shape of the handle is in the shape of a canoe. Just 2 nice blades. This one, whoever had it, I got it online looking for some specific years. And the original blade is like this, shiny. And this one was just scratched up and beat up. And so it was funny. You get one. You get one. But when it's foogered or whatever, it's almost funnier. So yeah, it was shiny, but when they tried to sharpen it, they scratched the hell out of the side. So I took it into work and media blasted it. So it got rid of the shine, but at least it gave it a nice uniform, smooth look rather than the absolutely scratched up to hell that it was. But nice little buck, simple. I don't really carry that one. That was more of a collector knife from a specific year. It's like 15 years old. What's up, ZT? What are we getting into? Show a knife I've broke and have kept and are mad about. Surprisingly, Wayne, what was the one I resharpened? Okay, that was a long time ago. I've had this for like 20 years. This is an old school Kershaw chive. And I broke the tip off and I kind of re-profiled it just slightly to kind of give it back a tip without having a flat edge. So the shape is a little bit different, but this is like that was like 20 years ago. And it's a smaller knife. I don't really have, I'm trying to think. I've been fortunate enough to not really break up too many knives. ZD, nice meeting you at Blade Show. Yeah, bud, it was a great time, right? Just a blur. It depends if you're staying at a hotel or a B&B. If you live near the show, and honestly, day bring the $1,500 to $2,000 for knives, gear, food, drinks, and hotel. Yeah, if you're like a trip. Because like you go to Atlanta, if I get a hotel and a plane and stuff, you're spending $1,000 before you even get there. So then it's like you almost have to spend $1,000 just to justify the $1,000 to get there. Most expensive, I'm not a huge high price knife. I don't have anything. Everything's under $400. This one goes pretty high, the Vanex Devo Stout V2. This one also, I think this battery is really low. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. Hold on. We give it a sec, though. It does glow. So non-glow, glow. Devo Stout V2. Really nice. That one's definitely up there. My auxiliary manufacturing, made in Reno, Nevada. Number 1 of 11. AEBL, Ironwood, and Richlight Custom out of Reno. That one's up there near the top. For sure. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that can grab one knife that costs double my 2 most expensive knives. So yeah, I mean, I've got a few nice things. There's some crazy stuff out there, though. But if you were to get rid of all the other costs and then go into Blade Show, you definitely want a few $100. But it also depends on what your style and taste is. Some people can get a whole bunch of like just nice users that are under $100 and enjoy them and use them, and you could buy 4, 5, 6 of those, or you could buy one Chris Reeves. You know what I mean? And the show is a lot more about the people and the interactions. It was like a huge house party where I knew like half the people there, and it was way less than half, but like. As far as my 3rd Blade Show Texas, my 4th Blade Show, I've met a lot of the vendors and talked to them and interviewed them in the past. So I'm walking and someone's like, "Hey Dan, what's up?" And I turn and it's like Steven from Gecko. So like he remembers me, and it's like not that I'm popular or anything like that, but it's like it becomes really fun because you start to know the folks and you're interacting them. I prefer the Chris Reeves. Yeah, Kevin. My other buddy, Kevin Smith and Knives, he bought one. I look like Jim Carrey. I do get some of that. I should probably work on it. Depends on which Blade Show. Atlanta is more expensive. Well, it also depends on what you're looking for, though. Because you can find a lot of those budget-friendly. That's the thing in the knife community. There is a ton of budget-friendly knives out there. And so if you want to go there and look for a whole bunch of $40 to $80 D2 14C 28N 154 CM micarta G10 style users, you're going to be able to find a ton of them. Or if you want to go and just get that real nice Chris Reeves or that nice Chavez or whatever it is you're looking for, that custom, that Sea Fox knives custom. Look at that horn on that handle. Look at that blade grind. 2 Sea Foxes in the house. Oh, look at that satin magna cut. Oh my God, right? Tell me these aren't absolute gorgeous. So you can go in there and you can find yourself a custom maker that has a one-off piece that's absolutely mind-blowing. No doubt. You can get one genuine USA made BRK for $400. Right? You get yourself a Daily Carry Co. Picked up a daily carry co. Watch this. Whoops. Ah, I suck. I am not good with gravity knives. So this is the Daily Carry Co. It's called the Parachute. Tie Slide M390 Titanium. It does have a magnet right there. So versus the Riot, if you go like this, it just drops. But this one has a magnet in it, so you kind of have to push the magnet, get it going. Kevin finally got that Sebenza he's been chasing. 14C is a budget-friendly steel that's great. It's not at the bottom, it's not at the top. It's kind of slight in the lower middle. But if it's heat treated well, several companies use it and it works really good. Wow, I keep doing that touch. It's like making it brighter. There we go. That's a new feature on my new phone. Oh, my, you mean my burning, BRF. You mean BSF? My Burning Stables Forge? Motley? AEBL. Clayton made a real good one there. So yeah, that's probably it. Point of going to a show is buy several expensive knives at your noticeably lower price because you're at the show paying cash, right? Cash is king. You get the deal. That definitely makes it worth it, for sure. Zach says it was his daughter's birthday. Just got back from South Dakota. Yep. Kevin, I don't know. Is Kevin going to Badger? I don't know if he is. Fun. Who likes gravity knives? Trying to get to Atlanta next year with Rachel, but the dang dog. I still got stuff to send you guys. I was waiting for those patches, and they are now not coming through. But I'm going to put a nice little care stuff thing together for you guys. I'm behind on the chat again. David says he's not married. Buy whatever he wants. Same, bro. Still got to be able to afford it. Who does that? What? Drop their knife in the park, in the street right after they buy it? God damn. I was watching a couple people do this and they were good. Here we go. Bam. I don't really have, I have a couple crap gravity knives. How do I like the Galaxy? I have the Galaxy Ultra S26 and I'm very happy with it so far. My last 3 phones, I had the 25 and then like the 23 or whatever, but once I started going Galaxy Ultras, I haven't looked back. Yeah, I'm probably flying to Atlanta as well. It's like 16 hours for me. But yes, I am a Galaxy S26 or the Ultra. Fantastic phone. Still rocking the Galaxy S20. How many years old is that? Yeah, Kevin came out unscathed. Bag strap caught it. Oh, it was like, wow, brand new Chris Reeves flying out of the pocket into the concrete. And he almost lost it. Oh my God. So stoked for Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta's going to be awesome. 4 hours away for you? Oh, I wish. It was 5.5 hours, 6 hours just to get to Donnie. And then another 9.5 hours from that. Yeah, Hate Nate, I wish I'd known. I would have tried to jump in that Airbnb with you guys. I'm probably not going to drive to Atlanta. It's just a pretty far drive, Thomas. I'd have to take off a couple extra days. And then those couple extra days off, it's like, then the gas prices, you might as well just fly out there. Yeah, half the Magnus Lutz are going to be. It'd be. We're gonna party. We're gonna party. In Washington State, yeah, it's a flight. I'm in Minnesota. New walking shoes needed. Yeah, definitely want good shoes. You are on your feet a lot, moving around. Your legs, your knees, your hips start getting sore, or mine do. I'm old. Kevin's wild. Good man. We had a good time. Our Airbnb in Texas was me and Kevin and Laser Ghost Knives. Barefoot? Ew. You don't be walking around barefoot there. Probably cut yourself. Kevin's knife didn't really get messed up at all. Trish was sitting there feeling around, looking at it, and we looked at it. It's surprisingly he got a lucky drop. But he hadn't even owned it for an hour, so. I would like to not have a heart attack. I did juggle, well, no, not actually at the show. We juggled at the house at the Airbnb. Atlanta's 12 hours for Thomas. If it bites me, it's mine. Yeah, then you just run around with no shoes and just hope you get cut. No. All right, what other? Speaking of tank, Kevin Smith and Knives gave me this tank. Boom, look at this beast. Boker Plus, Midgard's design, Chody Chunk. Look at this. Small little knife, front flipper. Does have the fuller for, for flicking out. Frag on it. Just thick as an absolute chunk beast. I did it on the live. Kevin tried too. Surprising. Kevin can juggle. So he can't juggle clubs. So it was kind of not quite. Better wear a good belt with this. Yeah, this thing, I mean, it's not that heavy, but for the small, short, chode chunk size it is. Yeah. Dude, it's thick. Absolute thickness. I did find an actual gas station knife. So it has the gas station tag on it. Ugly purple cheetah print. Assisted open. Dumb clip. You know, I have my gas station shelf right here. There it is. El Grande shelfage. So I gotta continually look for gas station knives in the wild. And I did find one on the way. What do we think of it, Trish? With the purple? What state? Kansas. It was on the turnpike. I got this little concept. This one's also a prototype. You can see the final product is not going to have the titanium clip that does not match the blade. But I don't mind that. It's a prototype, which makes it kind of fun. This one is called the Lucero. Fun little smaller knife. Nice little poon ramp ratcher. Getting in there, doing a little bit of work. I dig it. Got this one for Lanyard Man. We ain't in Kansas anymore, Toto. So this is the Tenable Beaver top liner lock. Really great action. Look at this. You push the button and it just drops all the way down. It just goes all the way. It's just fantastic action on it. Slim kind of profile look. The blade kind of disappears into it. And then it's a button actuated top liner lock. So you can see the liner right there. but you get that action of the button. Which of my chodes is girthier? Can't show you that one, huh? That one that Kevin gave me is probably the thickest small chode of a knife. Tenable Beaver for Lanyard Man. That top liner lock from Tenable. Tenable's crushing it with their budget-friendly stuff. This is the other chode I got at the show. This one's fairly girthy. 154 cm Concept Wasp with a wild, just get in there. Stormtroopers. Yeah, this has a stormtrooper outlook. Very cool. I like it. Which ones haven't we yanked up into the screen? Pretty much got them all. Haven't showed this yet. Big Idea Design baseline bolt action pen. Titanium. If it looks familiar, it's because I have the brass. Or no, copper, my bad. The copper baseline bolt action pen. And now I have one in titanium. I love this pen. Great user. Everyone needs a good poon ramp. No doubt about it. So I was talking to him, and Brantley's cool. Talking to him many times in the last shows, and we did a little video, Big Idea Design, and then he ended up giving me the titanium version. So thanks again to Big Idea Design and Brantley hooking it up for the channel. Had a chance to process and skin an animal. Well, it depends, I guess, on what it was. Sometimes I think something like this, the Kaiser Urban Bowie, because I can get in here like this. Look at all this belly. So this belly, and it's like small and controlled. So you can get in there and kind of, right? So that would be one that could make a good skinner. I don't really hunt. I would. I guess I would. Because I love eating meat. And so there'd be nothing wrong with having a freezer full of meat. I'm kind of lost for where I'm at right now. I know I have a few that kind of have a good belly to them. My Rosecraft bow trapper, getting in there good, nice, long, making some good cuts with that. I mean, you could just go classic buck 110, right? People have been doing processing with these for long time. This one's 50 years old. Nobody uses their knife for skinning. This, because it has that compound grind with this section here, I don't know. Again, I haven't really processed all that much meat to know which one would work really good. I feel like a good belly on it, though, would be good with a nice smooth curve. Get some work done with this. If you just want to flay it wide open. What do they use for skinning? Skinner knife? Maybe an Ulu? Ulu would work good. Getting in there. Right? What would everybody else use for skinning if they were to do some skinning? Maybe an old school skinner? An actual skinner blade? Big old, see, this is what I'm talking about for like a good skinner, where you've got a nice rounded belly. You can get in there and really do these kind of sweeps. Please show off my newest OTF. My Magnus Lutz OTF. I took this to the show. I did show it to a few people. It is cool. Thanks again. This could be another Magnus Lutz hoe knife. Where am I setting this? I need to set it close. Okay. Watch this. This is a little slower than it could have been. Quick swap. No longer a comb, now we got a tontail. So it has a hot swap button. Maybe we need a double edge, right? If we need a double edge blade. So you basically push the button, slide it in, the hole clicks into position, it's locked in. If only it had a dagger. Oh, there she is. But wait, there's more. We got one more. So it comes with 4 blades. This is made by Arena Accessories. Simple hot swap. Push the button. In it goes. Locked. And yes, the comb has a sharpening choil. Why does the comb have a sharpening choil? Because it does. There is no storage in the handle for that, no. You basically have to just bring them along. Put them in a bag. Tag it, bag it, tag it. Bag it and tag it. 611 already. Wow. 611 already. When does Cole go live at 7, right? I do like this ripper. Pretty fun. I'm not a big OTF guy, but man, that's some sick stuff right there. What knife do I carry most? Dude, get a slip for the extra blades. That sounds fun. 4 reasons. $8 Eastern. What's that? 7 Central? So we've got 50 minutes is what you're saying. We've got 50 minutes. So what do I carry the most? I carry the Orlock a lot. I carry the Orlock a lot. Concept Orlock. Very nice knife. Great user. Snappy, fun. Feels good in the hand. Not too big. Great choke up. So this one I probably carried more than most of my other knives. Since I got the Numb Knives Cornerstone, this one is also really nice. Great action on it. Flicky, fun, front flipper, jimps out on the tip. Boom. Love that one as well. My Lefty Sparrow Strix has been a top one in the pocket since it's a lefty. I always carry 2 or 3, like 3 knives. So I'll carry one of these that I've been showing you as a main, and then I'll carry some type of a secondary, which is usually a little smaller, like maybe like my Magnus Lutz Devo Lush, just a little bit smaller of a knife. Or often it'll be something, you know, like that little, the Urban Bowie. Or I did bring, this is my knife pack that I brought of the smaller ones. Some of my favorite smaller ones. This is the new Kaiser Microbe. Kind of a fun, smaller secondary carry. So I like these littler ones for my second pocket. We've got the Tempest Tornado. KC, the Nice Fast Channel Tornado. This one's really nice. Smaller knife for my secondaries. Probably one of my favorite smaller secondary carries is the QSP. Let me turn that off. Hold on. Sorry. The QSP Mini Penguin M390 titanium with the jig pattern on it. Very cool. Awesome knife. Hate that I gave my Orlock, but it carries every single day. Oh, he carries it every single day. Right. So it did make a good home. Orlock is awesome. I really like it. And then the Civivi Baby Banter. This one is fantastic. Really good user. Smaller knife. Plan on carrying this one quite a bit. I have been. The Wasp could work as a skinner. Yeah. The Wasp might be a fantastic skinner. Because you can get in there and just get in this tip really, really good. It's got some delicate use. Dan likes the Poons. I do. Here's probably my most recent secondary smaller knife carry. The NAF's OCT, Old College Try. I made a lanyard with the booster bead. And then I did the white laser mark on here. Fantastic little secondary carry. And a lot of times these smaller ones, I'll take the clip off and put it in the pocket like a slip with like a lanyard. But I kind of like those no clip. What knife did my dad carry? Well, I know what knife my dad now carries. But back in the day, he always used to carry just a small, simple, like a Stockman style knife. Like one of these. This is a case medium Stockman or small Stockman. 3 little blade combo. Something like that is what he's always carried. Or like the Peanut. Just a classic case Peanut. The new Peanut. This one is really cool. The Rosecraft Stag Peanut. Smaller little. So that's what he kind of carried when I was growing up. My first knife was kind of the same thing. I'd since lost it. My oldest knife that I had growing up that I still have is my Boy Scouts knife. So it's got the standard bottle opener, can opener, blade. Definitely old. Got some use. Never get rid of that. But right now my dad carries a Rosecraft slip joint. I don't have one because I had it and he liked it. So, I was carrying it. And he really liked it, so I gave it to him. But it is very similar to this one right here. This is the C. Reisner Cutlery Kentucky Holler Jack. Orange bone, nickel on the bolsters, nickel silver, and 154 CM on that with the little notch. And I gave him the Elk River Easy Open Jack from Rosecraft. It's a wood handle, but it has a very similar style where you've got this little pinch area where you can get in to get the blade access, little slip joint like that. Very similar to this one here is the one that my dad's currently carrying. When did I get into collecting? I've had 20 plus knives for at least 20 plus years. So late 90s, early 2000s is when I started kind of getting more into them. I always had a knife growing up in like Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts and stuff like that. It was probably mid 2007, 8 when I kind of started getting into it a little bit more. And then this last maybe 3 or 4 years is when I've really been going a little wild. First knife as a child was an old timer slip joint. Yeah, Dom, mine was probably very similar. Everyone loves the Buck. That was a classic one. That old classic Buck 110. This one is a USA 2 dot, so this one's 50 years old. And the blade's never been sharpened. Look at that. Practically flawless 50-year-old Buck 110. Like, why would you keep it and never use it? Well, I bought it a couple of years ago with this particular date in mind. And now I have a 50-year-old one that's never been rebladed, and it looks great. I got another 50-year-old USA 2 dot right here, but this one has more of the classic wear. Tips missing a little on the top, sharpening issues, beat up a little bit more. I don't think Leatherman was there, Matt. Someone asked me about it. Was it you? Maybe asked during the live, but I'm pretty sure they were not there. Funny when you go to a garage sales, they always have boxes of slip joints. Some of those slip joint boxes are probably awesome. I would definitely love to go rummage through some of those and look for a couple cool finds. That'd be great. Everyone had a buck knife at one time. What's up, Ron Dobbins? It was me, but I didn't hear you. Sorry. No, it's okay. I do remember that, though. I remember you like very briefly. It was like someone said Leatherman, and yeah, they were not there. I do have a couple of Leatherman multi-tools. I don't know where they are right now, unfortunately. I'm definitely a mess. Everything's everywhere. I don't make slip joints because I don't want them to end up in a box at a garage sale. Leatherman does SHOT Show. Yeah, I don't know if they've ever do knife shows as much. First ever knife was a Spyderco Worker. And you still have it? That's awesome. The fact that you still have it makes it, like it becomes like a irreplaceable item. I have two of the multi-tools as well. I never really use them. I am definitely more of a tool guy. Like if I need a knife, I'm going to grab a blade. If I need pliers, I have several different pliers and wrenches and screwdrivers and stuff. And I have like multi-tool. I have one of them in my car. So if there's ever an emergency, it could come into play. Rachel says take a fix over a folder. Just different needs, different styles. I did carry this on the waist and it was nice. Smaller fixies I've definitely been into, like the Sea Fox. Look at this thing. Dude, tell me that is not gorgeous. Fits in my hand. I have a big hand, but still just get enough on the grip. Get in there. You got the access to that blade. Make some cuts. Do some work. And it just feels so good. That rounded finish. The perfect seam all the way around. The excellent sanding and final craftsmanship of it. The forward choil. The satiny finish on the blade. Woo! Getting warm in here, huh? Yeah, Rachel, Donnie's made a few fixies. I've seen some of them, and he... got one in the toolbox on the four-wheeler. That makes sense. Little emergency potential toolkit. Not a bad spot for it. Oh my God. I have absolute explosion of disaster everywhere in here. I need to get to work. I haven't had a chance to relax since I've been home. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily know how to do the sheaths, Dom. You kind of make it and then find somebody who does sheaths. Sheaths? I don't really ever carry a multi-tool around. I have a couple tiny ones. I have a couple bigger ones. I think the multi-tools that are like in this size range versus the small ones, I'd rather have the bigger ones just because I have big hands, and the small ones are a little bit harder to hold on. Then it makes it tougher to do it. Well, hey Nate, how much longer am I going to be live? Probably not much. I'll be done before Cole, but I'll probably be done before that. Why? You got to run or something, or got to poop? Maybe I have to. I have a poop knife. Yeah. Yeah. All-time favorite multi-tool, Leatherman Fuse. Knife Center exclusive. 2004. Wow. That's crazy. Multi-tool from Actually, I have one of the old Leathermans that I got at a garage sale. And I bought it just because it was one of the old school Leathermans. Just because you have a poop knife doesn't mean you have to use it. Ron Dobbins says everyone hit that thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's Robin up to? Good old Apex carry. You ever Apex carry? You ever honey badger? Whoops. Whoops. Double miss. Let the body do the work. Never hurts to have a friend there to help. A helping friend like that, oof, legit. J1 Doobie. Slap. Solid stuff. Very happy with it. But man, the KB, this one might almost move up into one of my favorites of the grabs of the show, dude. This KB slip joint, M390 titanium, micro milling. How much difference in size is that with the saber tooth? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Honey badger, saber tooth. So yeah, saber tooth is a beast. Do I like the KB slip joint better than the ABW? Probably not. It's kind of close though, Kathleen. The clip is really nice. It's bigger, but it doesn't. I don't know. Because it is really nice. But the ABW slip joint is also fantastic. ABW is more snappy, right? And it has more of that classic feel of just a small little slip joint to carry. 3-finger. The hollow grind is absolutely ridiculous on that Magna Cut. And that diamond titanium is fantastic. So it's great. But the look, this just looks classy, right? I mean, not that the ABW doesn't. This just has some class. I don't like the shape of the blade as much. It's got a little bit more belly on it. I prefer the Wharncliffe. And this is larger. So this, look, it's got a little choke up spot. I can get up in here. Full grip on the hand. So this is more of a larger knife. This is closer to a regular size carry. Collection's really leveled up in the last few months. Indeed. Indeed. Even the last year. But I've started to get more into the appreciation of a higher quality.
You need a poop knife, because sometimes you just got a poop knife a fugger. Just ask Dong. Rocket force it down the sewer pipes to hell, yeah?
Why did the yeah sound like a question? To hell, yeah? Thank you, Hate Nate. Sometimes you just got a poop knife. So the pull on this is a little bit lighter, a little less snappy. So it's kind of has more of a larger blade kind of a feel. But it's great. So nice. Thank you so much, Hate Nate. Appreciate it. Really good jimps on there. Solid. I got to carry this one a while and get used to it, but you can swap the clip to the other side, but this is not really, it's still kind of that slip joint, so it's not really a main. I call this more of like a potential secondary knife. So I left a clip on the right side so I can put my main on my left and this one on my right and be comfortable with it. Plus, there's something to be said about if you can carry both sides, putting the clip on the opposite side. So as my left hand, I put it in my hand. I am now grabbing a nice smooth scale, and then the clip is kind of sitting in this zone. Where versus if the clip is on the other side, when you grab it, it is now you are squeezing into the clip and kind of can feel it a little bit more. So when you have something where you want a nice grab, nice delicate feel, you get this nice grip by having the clip on that opposite side. So I don't really mind that. So I'm going to leave the clip on that side. Sad, no more robot conehead voice. Oh, right. Donnie read him really well. So for those that weren't in the live, when we were in the live on the car, I didn't have it hooked up to the computer. I have to open up my computer and open up my studio so that I can actually have those audio sounds play. If I don't do that, they don't play. So when we're live streaming from the car, I don't have my computer to do that. So Donnie, since we were live streaming from the car, I would never do that alone because you're basically reading chat. You can't read chat when you're driving, so then it's pointless. But since Donnie was there, I let him read the chat, kind of let me know what people were saying. And then when we had the super chats like that, Donnie read them in a fun robot voice, and it's almost worth it to go back and watch the live just to see that. Plus, it was fun because we had like an hour and a half in the car, and then we rolled into the Airbnb and met Kevin, and then ran around in the Airbnb and checked out the place, had a couple drinks, juggled some knives. It was fun. So if you want the experience of being there with us for the trip, that live definitely helps get you in the zone. Hate Nate's my man. He is. It was hilarious because Donnie was reading it like a robot. It was really good. Really good. So definitely in the top couple of knives that I picked up at the show. Really fun little slip joint. Just a premium. Anyone good going live next? Yeah, Tri-State's going live at 7. It's a fun, wild, wacky time. If you want to watch a morning zoo crew type show, woo! Like, a lot of energy. And he's got a good taste in some amazing knives. And he made the Tri-State Tri-Stash, designed this knife, distributed at Blade Binge. I did the laser mark of the mustache on there. His logo is the mustache on the pivot, so I took that and then lasered it underneath the Ultim on the scales. Turned out really good. Unprofessional Dad goes live at 7. I met him in Atlanta. Nice guy. He actually messaged me recently. Asked me if I was going to be in Atlanta again. So I'll probably meet up with him for that. Man, if you can get to blade shows, though, they're really fun. So, yeah, if you think this is a cool knife, maybe go check out his channel. If you like wild, wacky, weird stuff. Who would win in a fight, Voltron or the Megazord Power Rangers? Well, you know who I think would win in that fight. I'll show you. I pity the fool that thinks I will win a fight. Yeah, for some reason I kind of make him sound like B.A. Baracus. But he's got knives. Anybody ever see a Rancor monster dual wielding? Well, you have now. I don't know anything about Power Rangers, so Voltron 100%. Yeah, Voltron would do the task. Would be fine. Oh, yeah. Now we need a little spice. Yeah, Voltron was OG, so he does get a little street cred. Truth facts. I think Jason might win out of all of them. I'm surprised I still haven't taken this out. We're going to have to do that. Got the Jason figure back there. Still in the box. It's not something you see every day. Unless you're in Dan's lives, then yeah. I need a better office chair? Are you okay, Rachel? You might need to take that back, Rachel. And I'll show you why. I found this chair. This is vintage. This chair. That's some high quality shit right there. Look at this backrest, the rolling wheels, the armrests. Are you sure, Rachel? Are you sure I need a better chair? Rachel, I need a response. What? You telling me? I've seen you scoot around more than once. Tell me this chair is awesome. She's right. You guys don't like my chair? This chair is sweet, dude. The armrests are comfy. You can sit back in it. Green with the wood. I don't sit back straight. I can lean into it like this comfortably. I can sit like this. It puts right into my lumbar support. I'm slouching. I'm a sloucher. I'm a jerk. Who can be a jerk? Me? You guys have a secondary background story going around here. The random screw chair. The nail. It's right here. Fell out again. It doesn't sit in that hole anymore. The hole became like a quitter. You know what I mean? Not me. Yeah, I realized you guys were talking about something else. Cougar gaming chairs. Yeah, those chairs are really nice too. But I don't want to lean to, I'm most of the time when I'm here, I'm making videos. And so when I'm making a video, I've got all over the place. But I'm like right here, and I'm leaned in, and I'm doing stuff like this. And so I'm not even using that. But when I do that, look at that. Oh. Dude, well, we knew that nail had to come from somewhere, Grateful. That was why it was so strange. It was like, there is nothing in here that would support a weird pin nail like that. And then all of a sudden it was like, started looking, it was like, oh, that's holding on the wheels down at the bottom of this chair. Each wheel has a metal case that goes over the wood, and then there's some pins that hold it in. So each one has like 4. So that one fell out. When you put it back in, I could maybe glue it in, I guess. The chair is haunted. It could be. It's old, slightly older. It might be. It's like 50s, kind of 60s style. It reminds me of the secretary here. It just kind of has that old kind of vintagey feel. Plus, this has the green right there. Inset into the table. I like it. Cougars are trouble? I got a cougar right here. The cougar's really doing me good. The cougar, the cord's in the way, but it says cougar. This is the old cougar. Ever since I picked up that new PC, the old cougar has been doing me good. My old one was when I was in the other room. Picked up the cougar not less than a year ago. One reason they say not to sit on a chair at antique store, you might bring home the spirit. But you got to sit in it if you're going to buy it. And then if you buy it, then you're going to sit in it all the time. But I suppose if you sit in it and you don't buy it, and then you bring the spirit with you. I'm down with the cougar. If anybody knows of any cougars that also happen to be wealthy, I mean, I'm not against that. You don't sit on it till you get home. Yeah, but if it's not comfortable, I feel like you have to test drive certain things. You have to test drive a chair almost before you buy it. So then maybe just buy only new chairs. Weren't there any cougars at the show? I'm sure there were. I didn't have my cougar stick to be like, get. They're just chasing me. Francois is going to be in Atlanta. Ken Fixed in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Ken bought some stuff for some giveaways coming up soon. I can't really divulge exactly what it's going to be. But he did, and we picked up some stuff for Ken as well. Ken's always a good contributor, to the channel. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. And so it's the same kind of thing. If anyone's ever looking for something, Grateful Dong had me look for some stuff for him as well. But we unfortunately struck out in that situation. David says he owes me one. What for now? They have to be into knives and Jason in the bedroom. Wow. Grateful Dong says, I have a Ned Foss Cougar. That's a cool budget knife. Sorry, this is taking me longer than it should. But it should be right there. It is. Ned Foss Cougar. I have a Ned Foss Cougar. Not a bad little nice knife, budget knife. I don't like people asking people to wait in line for me at Blade Show. There was no lines though. I mean, there's rarely a line anywhere in Blade Show. You go up and you'll be able to talk to someone selling things with a very short amount of time. Not bad. I need to do a custom on it. I need to finish up my other customs first. But it's on the list of to be customed. Why didn't I see Rachel's last comment? Weird. What was her last comment? How far back was it? I don't see it. How far back was it? Tank on a unicycle is a fun visual. The last one I got from Rachel was the Into Knives and Jason in the bedroom. Was there another one? If you want a Blade Show exclusive Atlanta, there's usually a line. I don't know, the early bird. I got in an early bird in Atlanta and I walked around and, you know, of the 100 people, they kind of all scattered. So maybe if you ran in and went over. But I went over to Auxiliary Manufacturing and got number 1. And then I went over to Gecko Customs and grabbed the Pictus. There were very few of those, and everyone grabbed those really fast. Went right up, started talking to Steven, bought one. Went over to another spot, bought something. I think I was able to buy 3 or 4 knives between the early bird starting and the people coming in, and that's including talking. So, I mean, again, it's certainly possible if there's something really limited. Set chat to all messages instead of top comments. Yeah, I think we've all done that already. Sometimes I don't see everyone's comments that posted. Sometimes they mess with stuff. It's a weird world. But definitely going to live chat or all chat is a requirement. David has the Cougar Ranger. I don't know anything about that one. So 6:45. I'm gonna get rolling here. YouTube is the devil. It is. It is. I appreciate you. Thank you, Magnus Lutz, for the gifts. We will be. I'll do it live. So one of these lives coming up. We'll take this out. We'll dirty up the mask and make it look good, and then do the planting, and then we can do regular updates and see how the hair is growing. So thanks again for that gift. Pretty cool. The old Jason Chia Pet. I've got my Snuggie, so I will forever be able to do my full, Magnus Lutz. Oh! So there you have it. Jason has got a Snuggie. He's going to be comfortable. We'll do some lives. I appreciate everyone. Big shout out to Hate Nate for the super chats. Shout out to the Magnus Lutz for the gifts. I appreciate it. We have fun here. We have fun here. Robin, where do you think I got the Snuggie from? There are arms on this somehow. I'm not good at the Snuggie yet. There's an arm. Date night. It's like a Friday the 13th tablecloth, right? Perfect. It's. I wasn't sure, and I opened it just a little bit, and I saw the Snuggie wrap, and I was like, ah. My man's all cozy. I'll have my coffee. There's got to be a goofy woman in this world for me. I've met a few. I've had fun with a few. We shall see. So I bid thee all adieu. I thank you very much. Jason's going to get cozy, relax in my Snuggie. Hate Nate kept saying Snuggie so much, he was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm getting him one. So here we are. For those of you who've never seen it before, you don't need a woman, Dan. You're better alone. Well, yeah, but every once in a while you do. A man has urges, desires. All right, we'll call it there. I appreciate you all. Maybe see you all over in Tri-States. Good stuff from the show. I'm going to do a full... I'll have videos posting regularly in the next week or so on all my stuff from Blade Show. Very excited to share it with everyone. A couple more vids, a couple montages I got to put together. And Thursday night live, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will do a final go over the rest of my stuff, and then I'll start doing reviews of the knives and things as well. So tons of things coming from Blade Show. Get to just really get my thoughts on everything as I become more comfortable with them, check them out, test them out, share them with everyone. Enjoyed the live from the trip and the show. Thank you, Ed. It was so fun. It happened so fast. Before you know it, it's over, and then you're at home talking about it, and that's where we are. Much love to all, everybody. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Probably no live tomorrow, but Thursday, 6 p.m. See you all there. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.